TikTok ban has been delayed for a third time. Xbox's AMD partnership sheds light on the future of the division's ecosystem. And the 560-pound Twitter sign met a fiery end in a Nevada desert. It's Wednesday, June 18th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. President Donald Trump will once again give TikTok a temporary reprieve as it faces another deadline to sell itself or face a ban in the U.S. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed Tuesday that Trump will sign another executive order to extend the deadline. The latest extension, this time for 90 days, is now the third time the president has punted on a looming TikTok ban since he took office in January. U.S. officials are presumably still negotiating terms of a potential deal that would allow TikTok to remain operational in the U.S., though there's been little news on that front since the last extension in April. A number of potential buyers are interested in acquiring TikTok's U.S. business, but officials in China would need to sign off on any agreement. In April, several reports suggested that a deal would likely involve the company's existing U.S. investors rolling over their stakes into a new entity. Those talks were derailed by Trump's tariffs on Chinese imports. Microsoft has no plans to get out of the console business anytime soon. The company has been reiterating for a while now that it's going to make at least one more generation of Xbox consoles. It's now been confirmed that AMD will power the upcoming hardware, as it did with the Xbox Series X and S. Xbox President Sarah Bond made the announcement in a short video. Bond said that under the multi-year partnership, Xbox and AMD are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. A leaked presentation from May 2022 indicated that Microsoft had yet to make a decision about the processor and GPU for the next Xbox consoles, suggesting in one slide that it planned to strike an agreement with AMD to supply those, and in another that it had to make an ARM64 decision. Now, as we now know, the company is doubling down with AMD. On the surface, the AMD agreement is the main news coming out of Bond's announcement. But if you read between the lines, there are lots of other interesting details to tease out from what she said in the short video, and you can read about those details at Engadget.com, and I'll put a link to this article in the show notes. Earlier this year, the 12-foot-tall, 560-pound Twitter logo that used to sit atop the company's San Francisco headquarters was auctioned off for $34,000. And now we know who bought it and what became of the sign. It was blown up in the Nevada desert as part of an elaborate stunt to promote an online marketplace app. Now, in some ways, Larry, as the blue Twitter bird was known to former employees, met an end that kind of mirrors the death of the social media platform it once represented. An explosive, expensive spectacle that left you wondering what exactly was the point of it all. For Ditchit, a startup hoping to compete with services like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp, the chance to own and then blow up a piece of social media history was a unique opportunity. In the video posted to YouTube, Ditchit attempted to draw some parallels between Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter and its own startup ambitions. James DeLuca, who oversees Ditchit's PR efforts, claimed the decision to actually blow up the Twitter sign emerged organically sometime after Ditchit placed the winning bid. He told Engadget that the initial thought of purchasing the sign was driven by nostalgia. Everyone in the office is a tech enthusiast, and we thought it would be cool to own a piece of history. But any sentimental attachment the company's employees had apparently did not last very long. After paying to move the 12-foot sign from San Francisco to Ditchit's office in Orange County, It moved the sign another 250 miles to the desert outside of Las Vegas. The company arranged for the controlled explosion to happen at an outdoor adventure park that allows visitors to shoot machine guns and drive monster trucks. DeLuca did not disclose how much the startup spent on the stunt, but said it was a considerable investment for the company that launched its app less than a year ago. As part of the effort, Ditchit also rented 4 Tesla Cybertrucks and hired a 15-person production team to capture the moment from all possible angles. The explosion itself was engineered by a pyrotechnics expert who typically works on film sets. DeLuca said, "We wanted to really make a statement and make the scene as dramatic as possible." Somehow, the explosion is not quite the end of Larry's story, though. Ditchit says it's selling fragments of the sign it retrieved after the explosion and will list them on its app in a sealed bid auction that began yesterday. Proceeds from the sale will be donated to the Center for American Entrepreneurship, a nonprofit that advocates for startups and lists Meta, Amazon, and Google as members of its corporate advisory council. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Carissa Bell and Chris Holt and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.